Doink. Imagine that, a doink on a Saturday night. What's everybody doing? Listen, I know it's Saturday and it says Quagmire on a Saturday, but you know what? I didn't have one last night. Uh, truth be told, I fell right to sleep. So my bad. When I woke up, it was way too late to do anything. So uh, I have a bunch of invites out with the normal cast of characters. I'd like everybody to welcome Tom with us. He's no stranger to this chat, and he's no stranger to YouTube. That's for damn sure. Tom, how are you? How you doing?
Now, Mike, just so you know, I can't see the comments at all. So,
All right, yeah, you guys, you can't see the comments, so if you guys comment to him, I'll be relaying it. Or if you have any questions or anything, and obviously, Tom, if somebody when they reply or what have, if they have a question for you, I'll go from there. We'll do a little rundown here and we'll see who's been in. And other than the nitwit that I had a block, actually, I tried to block him. I was able to put him in a timeout, I guess. I know that Sandy was first. I'm trying to go back up to the top, but I don't understand this computer. There we go. Sandy's Passions was first. Hello, beautiful. How was your New Year? I hope it went well. Uh, P2E, prepping to indulge. Happy New Year, my friend.
are
Hope
they on
things
the
are
live
well.
chat or are they on the panel?
No, they're on live chat. I'm just saying hi to them. They're out in the chat room.
Okay, because I'm not sure who's going to show up across my screen, or even if I know who's going to be in here or not.
The only people you'll see in here, Tommy, is people that are that are on the panel. I'm just doing a rundown, saying hi to everybody that came in the chat so far.
No, I'm just saying I'm on my tablet, so I have no idea. Uh, I can't see anybody that might be on the panel that I know of.
Oh, you'll see them. If you can see me in the panel, you'll see everybody else.
Oh, God.
Tim's on his way in. I think he's probably just putting a little guy down, I should say. Um, where did I leave off? P2E. VBorg 001. How the hell are you? Happy New Year.
Hey, guys.
And who else? Who else is here? Who else is here? Scroll, scroll, scroll. Big Dog of the other kind, he'll be in soon. And that, as they say, is a wrap, I believe. Did I miss anybody? Stevie B, what's up, my brother? Frank A, Happy New Year. Joe's Neon, how the hell are you? Happy New Year. Ronnie Brown, Happy New Year. All right. There was an echo, Mikey DeLucia. Where? Where's there an echo?
Might be me.
Was there an echo? Do you hear an echo? I don't hear an echo.
Echo. I don't hear anything.
Me? Neither. I, I don't hear an echo, dude. I really don't.
I don't either, but it could be me because I don't have a headset. So
No, you're doing good. I mean, I should be able to hear an echo if you have one.
it's
Let me
weird. A
turn
lot
up
of
my.
people on here hear echoes that normally when I'm watching, I'll hear somebody say, you're echoing or feeding back.
Yeah.
I can't hear it either. So
Well, let me turn my headphones up all the way. Let me turn my headphones up all the way, and we'll see if I can hear it then. Hello.
oh,
Actually, there is.
is there?
Yeah. Let me see. What do I have here? You know what? Usually it's my phone, so I'll put my phone. Last time it was me with my phone.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, did that do it? Are we good now?
I don't know.
Nope. It says there's an echo when I talk. I don't know what to do, guys.
Stop talking.
Jesus.
Hand signal, Mike. Hand signal.
I know it. Touchdown. Still there. Thanks, Sandy. How can I do this? Let me see.
Oh, there they are. Now I can see him. Yes.
Hey, what's up, kid?
What's going on, yo?
You hearing an echo?
Yeah.
Shit. I'm not saying you guys don't
hearing
chat
it
with
now
the
from
Lions. Go ahead, Tommy.
You're peaking real bad. You know that little bar, loud you are? The little green dots on the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're peaking real bad. Every time you say something, they're going right off the chart.
Is that good or bad?
I don't know. If I remember from the last time we used to do them, that meant you were too loud. That's why we were getting echoes.
Well, let me do this. All right. How's that?
I don't know. You're not saying anything.
I just did. How's that?
Oh, now they're not peaking. They're coming on, but they're not
There's
peaking.
still an echo, but it's not as bad.
All right.
Yeah, see, I'm not seeing them on mine, but I'm seeing them. I'm seeing them on Ohio's, and I'm seeing them on yours. I don't know.
Gabe Bryan says,
You know
probably
what?
back reading through the tablet.
Hey, Mike, mute for a second.
All right.
All right, Tom, say something.
Well, like I said, it might be me on this tablet.
Okay.
I don't have a headset or volume control on it, so.
Hang on. Let me just testing. Okay. Hey, Tom, go ahead and mute. And then Mike.
I don't know how to. Let me turn my volume all the way down. Maybe that'll work. Isn't that weird? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
My volume won't turn down at all. It's kind of set right where it is. That's weird.
I don't hear an echo. Yeah, now I do.
All right, hang on. How about now?
Hello.
Now?
I can hear you, and I don't hear an echo.
Okay, my volume was up too high.
I don't hear an echo either, so we're good. All right, now they get all that worked out.
See, you can't do anything without me, man.
Everybody say hello and Happy New Year to Mr. Tom Ritter, better known to me as K-Bayous, because 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever hell years ago it was, I met him as K-Bayous. But we're going to go by. We don't want to get him in trouble. We're going to use his real name, Tom. So everybody say hello to Tom. Happy New Year, Tom. It's great to see you. Thanks for coming on.
Hi, Tom.
And Ohio, Happy New Year to you, sir. Good to see you. If you weren't muted, we can probably hear you. Ohio, why are you muted?
Ohio, turn the volume up. Ohio.
There we go. I'm on the road. The road's I kind of mute when I'm on the road because you can hear the road. I'm on the smoothest road in Ohio right now, so.
Hey, you can always come to Pennsylvania. I still have vents in the roof of my car.
Hey, the class historian's picking on me now. I don't know what we're going to do about him.
Mike, we ain't heated up yet. Give it time.
I don't know what we're going to do with him.
I don't know.
So, what's going on? I hope everybody's New Year went well and uneventful, and nobody, did anything dumb. I do want to get into one thing real quick. Not real quick, but right off the bat, I should say, right? Right off the bat, I want to get into something that because Ohio did a video the other day. It was like 1 minute and 26 seconds, so it doesn't take up much of your time. So why don't you guys? I don't care if you leave now and go watch it, but go watch that video. Well, you want to tell them what you did? Insight about how you right. Go ahead, Ohio. Why don't you tell us?
What's that, bud?
Why don't you tell everybody about your video?
Are you talking about my response to the NRA?
Yeah.
Okay, well, the NRA keeps sending me letters begging for money. And I am a proud member of the Gun Owners of America. And I got a letter saying, "Dear friend, now's the most important time, for your support to renew your membership to the NRA, blah, 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 blah. We need money." And then they put out a statement on the bump stock ban. Well, if everyone remembers, they're the ones that brought the damn thing up. So I filled out their little information sheet that they sent to join with a black, magic marker, the big giant Sharpie. And I put that you stabbed Americans in the back on the bump stock ban. And then I put a big no on there with some exclamation points, flipped it over, said, "You will not get 1 cent from me. Fuck off. I support the GOA." And then I seal it up in their self-addressed stamped envelope so they can pay for the postage. And I sent that shit right back to them.
My God, you denied the NRA?
What's that?
I said he denied the NRA.
Yeah,
I get them. I get them constantly here, 4 or 5 times a year. But the same spiel you had there. Now's the time for you to act. We couldn't use your support more, and
right. All they want's money. They don't do anything for our rights as gun owners. I mean, the first people to put a lawsuit against the government on the bump stock ban was the Gun Owners of America. The NRA brought that shit up. They're the ones that wanted the bump stock ban. They said that the government should and the ATF should, go back and look at it again, come up with a different conclusion. And that's treasonous, if you ask me.
They got to bump themselves up to look good to get whatever they're going to do in the future.
They also need the money to. They also, in my opinion, I'm not saying this is what it goes, but they probably needed to fight, for the lobbyists. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what they want to use it for. But I mean, you won't need money to fight lobbyists if you don't support banning shit in the first place. Every ban that we've come across in the past 20 years or 30 years, the NRA had something to do with it.
Yeah.
Well, I used to think it was just to keep the government off their asses. But, we are being proactive about this, that, and the other thing. But back in the Obama debacle there a few years back, I remember seeing some nasty videos that they were hand in hand with Obama, and I'm thinking to myself, well, if that's the case, then how are you supporting us if you're hand in hand with that?
Well, to be honest with you, we got less gun control under Obama than we did with Trump. We've already got fixed NICS, now the bump stock ban. I mean, it just opens it up to ban more stuff.
Well, what's happening now?
All semi-automatic rifles because, there's a risk or danger that they can be converted to a full auto. So therefore, we got to ban all semi-autos. That's next.
It's funny you should say that because what's next now is that it's going to go to the Senate this week. Is the red flag? And
that way they can just come in and take guns because your neighbor or family member gets a wild hair up their ass and's pissed off at you for one, because you didn't bring dessert to Thanksgiving dinner. Next thing you know, the government's kicking your door in and taking your guns.
Wait, stop. Back that up. I didn't quite catch that. Let me turn the volume up. They're going to do what? We're voting on what?
It's called the red flag, Tom. And what they want to do is the bottom line. They want to be able to. So let's say you're gonna go buy a gun, okay? And I'm your brother, and I have a hair across my ass against you because whatever reason I have, and I decide that I don't think you're fit to own a gun. They want to make it so you can challenge you getting a gun.
No due process.
So if you're a raging alcoholic, whatever, or you're a former alcoholic or a former addict, or you were 20 years old and spent 72 hours in a fucking nut house. Now that you're 45, 50, and you're fine, I'm gonna bring that up and say, well, he was in the fucking nut house back in the day, and da 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 da, just to stop you from getting the fucking license.
Oh, nice. So, who decided to bend over and loop our asses and take this bullshit?
The senator from Florida, Rhode Island, the independent from Maine, and the Republican from Maine. A Democrat from Maine.
There's several states that already have it, including
14
California, Illinois, I think Connecticut, Massachusetts, Florida, Rhode Island.
No, I don't think Mass has it yet.
No, they don't. I know Mass has a new magazine ban coming down the tube right now, and assault rifle thing, and then New Jersey just went to 5 rounds in a magazine is all you're allowed to have now. So turning, 1 million people into felons overnight.
Yeah, it goes back.
I know Pennsylvania found a nice niche there because they legalized the CBD oil, I guess it's called, the cannabis oil. And they're not issuing people pain medicine because of the new DEA regulations. So they're basically trying to push you to go on this cannabis oil.
They legalized it or made it illegal?
No, they legalized it.
Legalized it. Okay, in Ohio, once we got the medical marijuana, the CBD oil, whatever it is,
yeah,
it became illegal.
Well, the way this is working now is you have to go put an application in with the state. It started at $59, now it's over $200. Once you get that application,
and they probably have some type of thing in there where if you get that permit to get the oil, you're probably not allowed to have a CCW or something too. That's like Ohio.
Exactly.
If you get a medical marijuana card, you're not allowed to have a gun.
Once you get approved for this, you have to turn in your weapons. You're not allowed to have a carry permit. You're not allowed to own a weapon, including baseball bats and edged weapons.
How's a baseball bat a weapon?
They consider a baseball bat, they consider weapons anything that you don't need for a sporting event that's kept at your home.
Well,
in other words, if I'm not part of a
baseball, okay. That's the trick I learned. I have a bat, but I also have a glove and a softball. So.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's a way around it. Yeah, but I mean, that's the new niche they found to unarm us. And
so, are you guys not allowed in Pennsylvania? Are they allowed now to have sticks in their yard?
I got a few sticks up my ass a few times. I know that.
Because a stick is a weapon. You gotta clean your yard of all rocks.
Well, see, that's the argument I've been complaining about for years, and Mike knows. He's been on a few of my chats. When Ooga Booga came out of a cave and learned he could hit Ooga Booga in the head with a rock and take his shit, guess what? The killing started. No amount of gun control is going to stop it, because the idiots that don't care about the law don't care where they buy their guns. I could buy full auto weapons off the street of New York, bring them back here to Pennsylvania, not that I know where they get them. But I could do that if I didn't care about the law, and now I own a full automatic weapon, which is a lot more dangerous than my bolt action rifle.
Well, you know what? I am proud to say that over the Christmas break and New Year's break and everything, and holiday and all that, I have two brother-in-laws. Well, I've got three, but two of them, they've decided to purchase. One's purchasing a M&P compact 9mm, and the other one's purchasing an AR tomorrow. And they are new gun owners.
Good for them.
Yeah. Let me stop pay my toll.
Okay. Good, because that humming went through my ears.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
So how were your holidays?
Oh, they were good.
You all recovered?
No.
No.
All right.
Did you go up to Michigan or your brother?
No, we didn't.
Booth lady.
Oh, well, that's good. At least he wasn't by himself.
Right.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, here's the thing. They pay your taxes, servant. Jakeer Gryden says, pay your taxes, servant.
Yeah. Pay my toll. Well, our toll road is actually privately owned. It's not owned by the state anymore. That's probably why it's in good shape.
Does that echo back, or is it me?
Yeah, that goes back.
Okay, hang on.
I just,
Is that better?
yes. I just don't, because you know what I can do, Tom? I know you have to turn it down, but you know what? I can go in here and turn that up. I can turn up your microphone. So hang on 1 second. There you go, Tom. I turned yours up, so you should be all right now.
Okay.
They're not even like what's the hell's the word I'm looking for? We're not even getting nothing out of the deal, is what I'm trying to say. You know, usually when you play with your politics, you know, it's like you scratch mine, I scratch yours. We meet somewhere in the middle and whatever. They're doing what Vermont, what the country did to Vermont and New Hampshire. When it came to, you know, all the states changed their drinking laws to 21. Vermont said, "Fuck you." Buddy Light, how the hell are you doing? I haven't seen you in a long time, my friend. Great to see you. Happy New Year. Hope things are well. So Vermont said, "Fuck you." You know, we're leaving at 18. You know, and well, what happened was that the federal government said, "Fine, you can leave it at 18. Go right ahead. We're not going to give you any federal money for your roads. We're not going to give you any federal money for this. We're not going to give you any federal money for that." So I think what's happening is that I'm telling you, I swear to God, behind the back room, in the back room somewhere, back channel, is a conversation with somebody saying to states that need the money, like Maine, right?
Push gun control.
Yeah. As far as gun control goes, they're saying push this through. I'm telling you.
Well, that's how it works. I mean, it's politics. There's nothing honest about it.
But here's the thing, right? How can like, for instance, Maine, right? Only because the independent up there and the Republican up there, or excuse me, Democrat senator up there. It's those two, one from Rhode Island and one from Florida, that are pushing this in the Senate, okay? And the thing of it is that how can you, as a constitutional carry state, you know, like Maine and New Hampshire and Vermont all are, right? As a state like that, how can you even think of trying to pass a fucking law like that? Just because, I mean, so that's why I get my idea that in the back room somewhere, somebody's saying, "Hey, you better fucking do it." You know
It
what I mean?
doesn't matter, Mike. I don't have any guns anyway. I lost them all in that boating accident, remember?
Oh, that's right. You don't have any.
Yeah, remember when we were out there on the lake and it went down?
Yep. We had all of our guns with us that day. That's a damn shame. No, but I mean, seriously, though, it's like, people, you watch the politics and stuff going on, Trump and the wall, and every channel is making a big deal about this wall. The Democratic House just passed a budget, but it didn't have no funding for the wall in it. So, it's not going to go past the Republican Senate. So, but I'm here to tell everybody right now, there's never going to be a wall. I'm sorry. It ain't happening.
Well, no shit.
I mean, if Trump really wanted a wall, it would have been built by now because he's got the money in defense spending. Building a wall is called defense. So there's money in defense to build a wall. He needs $5 million, but there's like $184 million in defense spending right now that he can spend. So if they really wanted a wall, we would already had a wall. It's just politics.
And let's please not forget that. Donald Trump is not the only president to talk about a wall. Technically, the word wall, maybe, okay? All the other ones, they call it a barrier.
A barrier or a fence.
Or a fence, okay? So what kills me is the people that hate Donald Trump. Oh, look, and he wants to do this. But yet, they're beloved. Bill Clinton did the same thing. They're beloved. George Bush said the same thing. They're beloved. Ronald Reagan said the same thing. So,
see, the difference here is
he changes the word to wall, and now they want to hang him by his nuts.
No, of course. But the difference here is they know that people, the liberals and the Democrats and everybody, they know that people in general don't like Donald Trump. And the farther they can provoke the argument between people that are supporters and people that are not supporters, it's like an instigating kid trying to get two kids in the playground to fight. If he can get them to fight, he's happy. He doesn't give a shit what happens to them two. And it's the same thing here. You got whatever you want to call it, fake news, whatever. But as long as they can keep both sides warring, they can get away with whatever they want to, whatever the agenda may be. Because you know what? I'm arguing with you over whether Donald Trump is my president, whether he's the greatest living entity in the world, or whether Hillary is the greatest living. I'm not sure if that is living, but anyway, greatest living entity in the world. And as long as they can keep people arguing, there's never going to be any stability, because with stability comes a stable environment where you can't get what you want.
They don't want us to unite.
It's like the old saying, united we stand, divided we fall. They know that. And the more they can keep you separated, that's where they want us. They want us separated so that it's not that hard to topple.
Well,
it's so easy. Ever going to happen. Not
it's
that they
so
ever want to
easy
see
to
it
keep
happen.
people. It's so easy to keep people separated. It just is. It's easy because it's human nature. You have those with morals and those without. And if you keep pushing the ones without morals, the people with morals get angry, and we say we're not going to take it anymore. And
it's like last night. I'm sorry, did I step on you?
No, but you can step on me in a minute, though. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. But last night I had insomnia. I couldn't sleep. So my wife has the music playing on the phone. In between, ABC News comes on and says that Donald Trump had said that if they don't do something about this, he's going to call a state of emergency and he will get his wall.
Okay, let's do it.
There was really no reason to report that at 3 o'clock in the morning. Why not report it at 12 o'clock in the afternoon? Well, the reason it's on at 3 o'clock in the morning is because very few people are going to hear it. It's going to become a rumor factory. People aren't going to believe it in a few days, and the people who do believe it's going to be mad because Trump said he's going to force us to do something. Well, as far as I'm concerned, the man is our president. It's like having a boss. He runs the company. If he makes a major decision, that's what we have to abide by.
You might not agree with it or might not like it, but that's the decision that was made.
Right. And, one thing people don't realize in this country is it's not about me. It's about whether this country is going to make it another 200 years without another great civil war or just completely get disbanded.
It's what we leave behind us, man. It's what we leave behind for the next generations.
It's not called my country. It never was. It was called our country. It says so right in the song, our country. But people are
there's also my country to be.
People are just so wrapped up in this me, mine, and me. It's retarded. And as far as this wall's concerned, I mean, I'm all for keeping our country safe. I'm all for that. I have been since I was in the service. That's why I was there. But if it's going to divide a country over a stupid wall, well, then here's my idea. I want to put up a wall. You guys don't like it, you come up with your own idea, but they can't come through here. No matter what. I'm the boss. I said that's not happening. So if you don't like my idea, call a company meeting, put your heads together, and somebody come up with a better plan. If you can't do it, guess what? I'm the boss. We're going to do it my way. That's the way I feel about the whole thing, but it just doesn't work like that because, like I said, if they can keep people divided, off guard, and out of touch, they can sneak whatever they want through it. Nobody gives a shit because nobody knows what's happening.
It's politics, man. It's all smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
And anytime they put something in effect, you have to look and see what they snuck in.
Exactly. It's always been smoke and mirrors, even when I was in the service. We got to go there and we got to defend these people against communism. Well, the wall came down in 1980. Why am I sitting here getting shot at over communism that supposedly no longer exists? It was my orders. I did it, but at least
I've seen a good thing on I don't know, Facebook or something earlier. Hang on, I'm trying to get ready to walk into work here. It was the North and South Korean border with the fences and the walls and all that, and U.S. troops standing on it.
Oh, yeah.
And it says, how come we're using U.S. troops to defend South Korea's wall when we don't even have a wall of our own? So,
well, that's because somebody over there said we're going to put up a wall whether you like it or not, and they did.
Right. And they proved that and guess what? That wall works, right?
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah. But hey, Mike, you're back.
Yep.
All right. I am at my destination.
I'll see you in a little bit.
Maybe. Depends. I walked in last night and I was busy as hell. So yeah, if I walk in, there's nothing going on, I'll hop back on.
All right.
Hey, I don't see you back, Ohio. It's been a long time. We been subbed to each other for quite a while on YouTube.
Oh yeah. It's been years.
So it's been nice meeting you, man.
You too, sir. Hopefully there's nothing going on. I can jump back in here in a few minutes.
Cool.
All right, we'll see you, bro. Hey, Charam, how the hell are you? Good to see you.
Oh, no, I'm stuck here with you. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's fun.
It's fun.
Please, 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 no one tell me the score of the Seahawks-Cowboys game. I'll watch the highlights later. Thanks. Too late. I'm going to tell you right now.
Somebody lost.
No, they're on right now.
Mike's like, I'm never inviting him back to a chat again. He steps all over me. Yee.
Who's that? We don't worry about shit like that around here, Tom.
I noticed. I don't think we ever did we?
Oh. Where's Stalker? Stalker Steve is not here tonight. So that's why and then last night, HRM, I fell asleep. So, Ronnie, I'm trying. I don't know how to do this from my end. Steve did all that. Remember? I've been trying to send you one since you came in. Let me see if I can get you from FB.
Can't you just go over to the Hangout board and send the invite out?
Yeah, but then the problem with that is that no. Remember I told you how they changed everything?
Oh yeah, that's right.
So most of the people I send it through Facebook.
Oh. It was funny. You sent me my invite, and it's making the Hangout noise.
Right.
And it's been so long since I got an invite, and honestly, so long since I used it. I'm searching around over here in my man stuff and my cell phone. I'm like, what in the hell is that noise?
Right.
Something in my brain clicked. Said, wait a minute. That's Hangout. That's that. And I'm looking through the tablets, like, where'd my Hangout go? And I'm pushing buttons, and it was a mad dash.
Fuck.
See, this is what I was telling you about. They don't mess with me anymore. We just had a big political debate, and I didn't get thrown off.
You should have been here the day I fucking swore. Google. Ronnie, I sent it through Facebook. See if that works.
That would have been nice to hear. I've been cursing at him for years.
Yeah, there was no chat last night.
I was on a chat with Rush Creek Survival and
yes,
Scouting Free and a couple of guys one morning.
Good guys.
And we were sitting there talking, and I told them, I said, as soon as you guys start talking about prepping, politics, or guns, I'm getting thrown out of here. And Rush Creek Survival turned around. He says, well, I like to prep a lot of guns for politics. Poof! I was so far gone so fast, I didn't even know I left. It was funny. Mark got a hold of me later. He said, what in God's name happened? I said, I told you, man. As soon as you mention prepping guns or politics, they throw me off shit.
Yeah, that's all they are. Ed, who are you?
And who
Maybe I'll tell you where he is. I don't know. I don't like bots coming in my chat. I mean, what do you call it? Not bots, but people with no content. What do you call them?
Trolls?
Yeah, them.
Him. Okay.
I don't like trolls.
You got them here in the chats too?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
But all my wrench people aren't helping me out tonight. Oh, pardon me. All right. No, all right, Tom, what are we doing? We still got that echo, brother.
I don't know. Hang on.
We lost it and it came back.
Did it
Here we
stop?
Go. Hello? Yep,
Hello?
It stopped.
Okay, it's my volume. When my volume gets too high, it throws an echo into it.
That's all right. We got it down. It's not. Yeah, good to hear Ohio from the car. I'm going to change his name to Ohio from the car. Of course, you got a wrench. I gave you a wrench, Fawn.
He's a wrench.
Frankie, you can come on here. You don't even need a camera. Hang on, Frankie. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Sandy still in here? Nope, can't go that way.
I was thinking about them bump stock things. I don't know if you remember them years ago, 22s especially. They were a trigger activator. It was a little lever, like a wind-up thing. Oh, hey, Ron. They were like a little wind thing you put in a trigger guard, and you kept turning it, and it essentially made a 10-22 full auto.
Really?
Yeah. They had them back in the 90s, the 80s. And I don't, to be honest with you, this whole place is driving me crazy. I just kind of stay to myself and not bother with anybody or get involved with anything, because those are the kind of things that'll drive you nuts. Half the time you don't know if you're legal. Half the time you don't know if you're illegal. They keep you so unbalanced anymore. You don't know what you're right or wrong. It'll drive you crazy.
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, even here in PA, they had a law for many years that you couldn't own switchblades. Well, then they come out with the fact, well, you can own switchblades, you just can't carry them with you. You can have them in a collection, you just can't carry them. But for years it was you couldn't own one. And they keep you off balance with them little nuances that drive you crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Like
HRM Weapon says Mini 14 Ranches had that too. Oh, I don't know, Tom. It's weird.
Like I said, if they keep you off balance, you don't know whether you're doing right or wrong. They can do whatever you want. You don't notice because you're trying to figure out what the hell your problems are.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem, bud. Happy New Year.
And to you too as well, everybody. 2019, man. Let's be healthy and wealthy this year, all right?
I'm going to try, Ron.
Thanks a lot, Mike. Good to meet you, Tom.
All right, now we got to scoot here. Let me try to do something here. Ronnie, can you turn down your volume just a little bit too?
10-4. I'm working on it right now.
Because I got an echo and a half again. I'm trying to.
Are you still getting a mic?
I never hear it when you talk, just when I talk, or somebody else.
All right,
but I'm hearing it now, though.
Okay. You keep talking. Tell me when you stop hearing it.
All right, let me.
Or if you do. Say hello. Check mic.
Hello, check 1 2. Hello, check 1 2. Hello, check 1 2. Hello, check 1 2. That's still there, Tommy.
Okay, keep going. You shouldn't be getting an echo now.
You're not.
Check.
It's
check,
solid.
check.
It's solid.
No, I'm hearing it.
I heard a little bit, yeah.
Okay, my mic is all the way down.
All right. There's nothing we can do about it then. We're going to go with it. Don't turn it all the way down. We won't be able to hear you.
Hand signals.
You know what, Mike? That's surprising. That's the first time I've ever heard your broadcast ever echo, man.
Really?
I screw
Yeah, for
everything up.
me, I mean, as a live viewer from the outside, but especially on the panel, but last year I'd never heard you echo ever. I've never heard that problem with you before, but maybe the new year brings in a new error.
That happens. Good stuff might be in tonight. Okay. Hang on 1 second, because I sucked.
If I remember right from years back when, if you didn't have the microphones with a headset on, or a microphone with the headset, you got echoes like mad in the chats.
Yeah, it sucked. Let me see. Did I miss anybody that came in? Okay, explain something. Spawn57 says, okay, explain something to me. I watched tons of First Amendment audits. When the guys open carry, they always stop by the cops, harassed, even handcuffed. What the fuck? I thought you guys so into your Second Amendment. Well, yeah, well, Flan, it's complicated. Okay. If you're watching videos from the two nitwits in Keene, New Hampshire, well, it's more than two nitwits in Keene, New Hampshire, but it's called Cop Block. If you're watching that, don't watch that. Because they're idiots. Okay. They're only doing shit to get a rise out of the cops. All those guys from California. Doesn't really matter. There's a bunch of them that do it. They only do it just to get a rise out of them. But I'll give you a little thing, okay? Some states in the United States you can carry a gun open. Some states you can't. All depends what state you're in. Good evening, Vanessa Kitty. How are you?
Well, here, Fawn, we can carry open as long as we don't have a carry permit. If you have a carry permit to carry concealed, you have to carry it concealed.
Well, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's worse than Mass.
Is it?
Yeah, Massachusetts. You carry, when you get your carry permit,
Mm-hmm.
you don't need a special permit to carry closed. It's it's already up front. You know that you're going to carry. You're not going to carry open at all. Although the law says you can, it says the little asterisk. It tells you not to.
Hmm.
Wouldn't be advised or something. It's worded like that somehow.
Yeah.
So we all carry concealed. They all carry concealed.
The only reason why I know that is I was out fishing one day, and I had the pistol on my hip. Of course, I'm out fishing, and the game warden stopped me, and they're asking me about the pistol, and I was like, "What?" And they said, "Do you have a weapons carry?" But yes, I do. Well, do you know it's illegal to carry openly if you have a carry permit? I said, and I had no clue, so I checked into it, and that's the way it works. If I didn't have the carry permit, I could carry that gun everywhere. If they ask me to take it off, I have to. But with the carry permit, I can carry it anywhere as long as I can't keep it in the open. So it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't type thing. But we do have one gentleman around here. He carries a 380 on his hip in the stores, in the banks, believe it or not. And I seen him up here one day. I said, "Joe, maybe you shouldn't think about walking into a bank with a gun on your hip." And the lady behind the counter told me we have no clause against anybody walking in with a gun on their hip as long as it's in a holster and secured. And he goes everywhere. The only place he can't go is a Walmart.
Yeah, no, you go to Walmart or Target. You go to Target, it says right on the front door, "Do not come here."
Well, Target, you want to carry one because, like, if you go to the bathroom, you're not sure who you're going with.
Right. Hey, by the way, the echo's gone.
Oh, okay. I turned my volume down all the way, so.
Guys, you guys got to help me out with these fucking trolls here. You guys got to give me wrenches to help me out with the trolls. And they're still there.
You know.
Ronnie, I don't know if anybody else is having this problem, but all I can see is your hand and your mug, man.
Well, I moved my camera last time I was on with Mike because I did a visual check. I had to make sure my grandmother's cabinet wasn't in the background, but if I slide it to left or right, I don't know what would be in view. I'm just trying to keep grandma's cabinet out of view, that's all.
Oh, okay, man.
Yeah,
because there's like half of your face in your hand. That's it.
Well, I'll take a look at it, but I don't know how to switch my camera up. I use an external camera, so I got no control over it. Unless I bump it. You know. If I bump it a little bit, I don't know. How about you, Tom?
Well, you can see most of your face now.
Yeah.
There we go.
The
man behind
that thing with Walmart in the banks, you know, I got in a bad habit a long time ago of taking sunglasses and hats off when I go into banks.
They had, for quite a while, there was a sign on our front door that said you weren't allowed to wear sunglasses or a hat in the bank.
Yeah. You know, I was in a trade for 20-something years. I had to wear disposable gloves. I got in the habit for the past 25 years. I constantly wore disposable gloves, constantly, because of hazmat material. And actually, people were more friendly to me walking into establishments with the gloves, especially banks. You would think that the gloves would throw them off, but I got in a good habit, I guess, not a bad habit. I constantly would pull my shades and my skull cap off because I wear a skull cap for health reasons. But I got drawn down on one time by a banker. They actually did the silent alarm because I was wearing the skull cap and the glasses, even not on my face but to the rear. I always fold my glasses behind me, and you know, maybe they did it because of the gloves. I don't know. But the next thing I knew, I was a banker. I mean, I was a customer there, guys. And next thing I know, the silent alarm. I mean, next thing I know, the law was there drawing down on me, asking me to pull out. So, sort of got to be careful everywhere you go, I guess. But it's cool to hear that somebody can walk into a bank with it concealed and they let them in. So sunglasses and hats don't work. At least the weapon will.
Yeah, I don't. We have that here in the banks around here, and I don't. I just take my hat and sunglasses off so I can hear you. I mean, it doesn't.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's not because I look at it this way, right? And I use this as an analogy. It's like the idiot that wanted to kneel for the fucking national anthem, and everybody says, "Oh, that's his First Amendment right to do that," and that's his. No, it's not. You know why? Because that's not a public place; it's private. All right. So a lot of the NFL stadiums and all these other stadiums and all those venues, okay, they're privately owned. Just guess what? Just like Target, just like the banks, they're all privately owned. So if there's a sign out front that says, you know, you must remove your hat and your glasses before you go in, that's their rule. There's nothing we can do about it. I look at it as it doesn't really bother me either way. I mean, what the fuck?
You know, they got a law down here, Mike, for years back, like you, Tom, and yourself mentioned, they have it displayed on the signage. You know, you must remove the, you know. But down here, I learned the hard way. Convenience stores, it's against the law to leave your car running while entering.
Really?
Yeah, I guess because of the robbery deal.
Yeah, well, up here they couldn't do that because it's fucking. Sometimes it gets to be 20-something below zero, so they can go eat a bag of dicks.
I heard that.
Yeah, They had an ordinance here that you can't leave your car running parked outside of a public place.
Huh.
But like you said, in the wintertime, there was people with kids and stuff, and they, for once the crowd won out, they put up a big hell-do about it. They changed that.
Yeah, you can't leave your car running in your driveway here.
Hey, turn down your volume. So, all right, instead of writing it, instead of typing it, I'll just say it. So, Jack Cass, before I block you, you made a, and I don't know why all these fucking things are out tonight. You know what? I fucking hate people that have these, what do you call it? Tom, what do they call it again?
Trolls?
Icons.
Trolls. I can't stand trolls. You know why? Because to me, trolls are just cowards that don't want to use their fucking real fucking name. But Jack Cass, just to fucking appease you, okay? Yeah, it's public. It's taxes. It's your taxes that fucking pay for the fucking stadium. Guess what? No shit. It's your taxes that pay for the fucking schools too. Does that mean it's your school too? It's your taxes that pay for police cruisers and fire engines too. Does that mean you can go fucking take one when you want? No, let's not be fucking foolish and stupid. Okay? Please. You don't pay the taxes when that man's tax bill or woman's tax bill comes in for the lights and all that. You paying it? No, you're not. So you don't own it. So go away with that fucking bullshit. I'm a taxpayer. It's mine too. It's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. Now that I just vented.
Feel better, Mike?
That's what trolls do to me, though.
Well, that's their main reason for existence is to start trouble.
They piss me off.
Here's the thing, Mike, though. I kind of agree with him. They are made with taxpayer dollars.
Okay. Ohio, stop. Because now you sound like a troll.
No, I'm not.
Yes, they do. They are. They're not. First of all, they're not. It's the infrastructure that's done with the fucking dollars, okay? Secondly, yes, there are tax money does go to that, okay? But guess what? Your tax money goes to your police cruisers. Can you jump on the side of a police cruiser and say, "Oh, it's mine"? Can you punch out the window and say, "Hey, I'm part owner of this fucking police cruiser. I can fucking break the window because I don't want it anymore"? No, you can't.
No, but the thing is, like,
then you can't. Then hear me out. Then
hang on, you don't even let me talk.
No, but hang on. Then the person that owns it, the person that pays the bills, has the right to tell you what the fuck you're going to do in that place and what the hell you're not going to do in that place. Do you understand what I'm saying here?
Well, he's saying he paid the bills because they used tax money to build the damn thing.
He does pay the bills.
But here's the thing. There's a stadium in Columbus, Ohio that was built on sin taxes. They raised the taxes on cigarettes and alcohol to build the stadium. Well, guess what? Two things you can't do while you're at that stadium.
Smoke or drink.
Smoke or drink. Now, how the fuck? I mean, people that pay for the goddamn thing can't even go there.
But that's because it's
what's wrong with the system.
Okay, and let's go with the taxpayers and all that, right?
They should have taxed soccer moms for minivans and anytime they sign their kid up for a fucking soccer team.
They do. It cost me shit. I think it cost me $400 to have my daughter play traveling U12 basketball.
Right, but they should tax you on that so they can.
Your tax did Columbus, Ohio's taxes go up $400 a year so they can build a stadium? No, they didn't.
We don't even fucking need a stadium. They're building another one. The damn thing was built in '96. Now they're talking about building another one just to keep the team there because the team was going to move to Texas.
You know, I'm one of those guys that sees both sides, right? So now I'm going to tell you the other side, all right?
I figured if you want a team, you pay for your team.
Right on, Frankie. You built the stadium. So, well, we built the stadium, Frankie, right? But here's the thing, okay? What did it bring in for revenue?
It brought a lot of money in for the owner of that soccer team.
Hang on. What did it bring in for revenue? And how many jobs did it create?
I have no idea.
I
have a family member that works there as a volunteer.
and she's there 3 or 4 nights a week.
Let me use Gillette Stadium as an example. Okay. Some of you know, some of you don't. I've had season tickets I used to. I had season tickets for like 23 years. Okay, so I was in the old stadium, and I was in the new stadium.
What was the old one? Foxborough?
Yeah, the old one was Foxborough. It's in the same spot. Well, not the same spot, but the same general area. It's on the same land. It's just not an exact same spot. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, they take down the old one, they build a new one, all that, yada, yada, yada. They made a beautiful thing. They had to call it Patriot Place, and there's a bunch of shops, and there's even a hospital in there, and there's a bunch of stuff in there, okay? But just the stadium itself, well, you can't really say just the stadium itself because Patriot Place encompasses all that. So all those stores, all right, the restaurants, the stadium, everything, there's a ton of people working there. Okay. The town of Foxborough, I can't, Frankie, do you know how much it is offhand? The tax revenue they get just from Bob Kraft, all right, Bob Kraft being the owner of the New England Patriots, the money just from the taxes on that property alone, just the property tax alone, because he doesn't just own that, he owns the land for all the parking and everything else, okay? Brings in a ton of money for that town. So while yeah, your taxpayer dollars go to build a stadium, way more taxes is coming, way more money is coming into your town and your state, because you have to pay state tax, right? And your state for them having it there.
So then why do they need taxpayer dollars? If they're going to make that much revenue, why can't they just build the damn thing and wait for their profit to come?
I don't know why.
Because they don't want to spend their own damn money, that's why. And then they're tax exempt.
They own their own money. Come on. You don't think Bob Kraft didn't put his own money into that fucking thing?
Yeah, but I bet 90% of it's a write-off.
No. Dude, even, I don't care if you put $10 in, all right? Mikey loves dictatorship. Where are all these fucking trolls coming from?
You're right, popular.
Yeah, I know, right? You know what I'm saying, Ohio? It's just, you're getting so much money back. I mean, I don't know. So big deal. You get told to fucking, do you know in the NBA? The NBA, when you become an NBA player, okay, and you sign your contract and all that, do you know they force you? There is no fucking Second Amendment bullshit. I mean, excuse me, First Amendment bullshit. They force you. They tell you will not kneel during the fucking national anthem. You will stand.
All right, yeah, because you're working for them.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And the problem is that the union for the NFL is too strong. They won't allow it.
And the owners don't care either.
All right. Well, some of them do. Jerry Jones said he was going to fire the first motherfucker.
And then the next week, Jerry Jones went out on the field and kneeled down with them.
Okay. Well, he's an idiot. He should have just fucking stuck to his gun. But the thing is that they had this big, huge thing on this. Okay. There's this big, huge thing on this that if he did fire him, which he can, okay, because he works for him. Now, the lawyers will all fight out the fucking breach of contract, all that happens. Lawyers fight all that out. But the fact of the matter is that he can do it, and that they can do it. Except for Flan brought it up. Green Bay Packers, the fans own it.
Yeah, Green Bay Packers is
I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works. Like if they sold the team, is it season ticket holders get their money? I don't know how that works. But and I also believe the new one down in Miami. There's a bunch of stars that own it, right? Like what's her face is in it there, the singer there from Cuba. Now she's
Is Stefan?
huh?
Not a Stefan, is it? It's not
Yeah, Gwen Stefani or Gwen Stefani. Yeah, whatever her name is.
Is it really?
There's a bunch of I think there's like 4 or 5 of them. Okay. And I think that might be also I think some of the public in there too. All right. But my whole point is that you got to choose your fucking battles. You know, you know what I mean. Other than being ignorant enough to fucking not stand for the national anthem to begin with, you ignorant bastards. It's like me, right? I go to a restaurant, okay, and I see somebody with a hat on like this. Drives me absolutely fucking shithouse.
Right.
Drives me absolutely fucking shithouse. I'm not the owner of the restaurant, but in my younger days, I had no problem telling somebody to take their fucking hat off. I used to drive my nephew shit that crazy when we go to the Patriots games because I'd scream at the guys 3 rows in front of me. I'd say, guys, take your fucking hats off. You know, that's just how I am. You know what I'm saying? But
well, I mean, that there's certain aspects of it is a sign of respect, just to take your hat off. The guy's sitting in a restaurant, and I think Ronnie had mentioned it's health reasons he has to wear a hat. You're going to start with somebody in a restaurant that actually needs to wear it. There are some people who do. That's a little bit different. I mean,
well, I can see like a fast food joint where you're standing in line and then you bolt when you gather and you go. But a sit down, a brimmed hat, I wouldn't go for. Like a skull cap, medical cap, like a cancer patient or something. I wouldn't get on somebody for that, like that what I wear. But I get what Mike's saying. That just maybe it's the way persons were raised, like myself. I can agree with Mike on that. That's just the way a man was raised. That's all.
Exactly. Like I said, it's a certain aspect of respect. Like,
Yep.
if you walked in my mother's house and sat down for dinner with a baseball cap on, you lost all your hair because she ripped your head off.
Tom, I don't even do that when I'm at home. I don't even do that when I'm at home by myself. I can't. I'm same as you. You go 2 things you weren't allowed to do in my house. Okay, was wear a hat. Okay.
As you're wearing a hat right now in your house.
That's my house. I own the house.
Well, I mean,
but hear me out.
First Amendment.
And number 1, I'm in the basement all by myself. Number 1, okay. Number 2, when we were kids, summertime, whatever, back in the day, I know guys don't do it anymore, but we used to. We used to walk around shorts with no shirt on. Okay.
Yep.
You walked anywhere near my mother's kitchen table, dining room table to eat a sandwich or whatever, you best bet had a fucking t-shirt on your fucking body. But
we never got that far, but yeah, with my mom, you were outside playing or whatever, you come in your bare feet, you better put slippers on. Or if you had shoes on, take them off. One or the other, because she's not having your disgusting feet all over her clean floor. And to be honest with you, I think this country is, my personal opinion, we've not only lost the respect aspect of when we were kids to what people are teaching their kids nowadays. Like, just an example, not too long ago, I always I wear a wide brim hat when I'm playing and whatnot. And I tip my hat to a person.
Yep.
Now, in my day, that was a sign of respect. You tipped your hat to a lady or whatever. And her boyfriend wanted to start a big hell to do over it because he thought I was putting the moves on her. And when I tried to explain to him, no, it's a sign of respect that you tipped your hat to a lady, letting her know that she is a lady and you recognize that. Or, like in a bar. When I was a young man in a bar, if you had a bar full of guys, let it fly. If there was a lady in there and it didn't matter whether she was a lady or not so much of a lady, but still, you calmed your language down. Or you got told about it by somebody. I was playing in a bar about a month ago. The guy literally took his shirt off, running around in his underwear, ran up to this girl, panted her, and they were running through the bar, and she was yelling, "I like to suck," and we'll leave it at that. And I'm thinking to myself, my God, where did the respect for yourself go? These people don't even have respect for themselves, let alone respect for this country, respect for standards, whatever. The same thing with these football players kneeling. I understand it's their right, but you know what, damn it, I got a couple holes in my body so that you have that right, so you best start respecting my ass, or I'm going to let you know about it. I don't particularly watch football. I think it's retarded, but that's my opinion that, millions of people watch.
Right.
But personally, myself, if I was at a football game and I seen somebody kneeling down during the national anthem, I would do my damnedest to make sure something got thrown in their direction, because obviously my voice ain't going to be heard. But, if I had a shit in a bag and throw it at them, I would.
Absolutely. I mean, it's. I just think it's disrespectful, but that's just me.
Did I put you in a quagmire, Mike?
What's that, buddy?
Did I put you in a quagmire?
Right. No, I do. I'm with you. I agree with you. I just, there are some things, though, like, when you're walking in the bank and there's a sign that says take your hat and sunglasses off, you just fucking do it.
Well, see, now, that's
if you
a
don't,
safety
just go to
issue.
another bank. You know what I mean?
Right.
But see, to me, that would be a safety issue.
Which it
There's
is.
people in that bank, they don't know if I'm there with a hat and shades on or whatever. They don't know what I'm there to do. Maybe the people behind the counter know you. Oh, Tom's all right, but the other patrons that's in there don't.
Yeah.
So
it's not fair to them either,
As sensitive as this stupid country has become, I walk into a bank with the skull cap and shades on and, wearing gloves or whatever. And now I just scared the hell out of 3 or 4 people, that's clientele or the people behind the counter that don't know me. So, you got to have a little bit of consideration for the people you live around.
Well, now listen, Tom, listen to this, everybody. Okay, a knapsack, like a carry-all, like say a JanSport. We'll go copyright, Mike, all right? JanSport, a throw over, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you call it, a Jan pack, Alice pack. But, the school kid version. The local stores, this is long beyond 911 now. We're in 19, right? So,
yep.
But because of the population around here, they want you to dismount your pack when you walk through the convenience store.
Yes.
In combination, and I've got the gist of it. So lately, as I've been going in, because actually the cashier asked me, "Hey man, after me being there 2 years of shopping and the manager never said nothing about my backpack or my JanSport, he asked me to take it off." So I started doing it because he was a new cashier. Out of respect for him, you only ask me one time, I'm going to respect it. I'll do it, no problem, right? Because they treat me good, and I, treat them good. So I take it off, and I dump it on the floor. But it wasn't the cashier today that was taken aback by me taking my pack off and throwing it on the ground. It was the customers, like Tom was talking about. You got civilian customers in there, and they see you walk in with, like, say, your work gloves, your glasses, your hat, and you're wearing a backpack, and then I throw it on the floor. It was sort of reminiscent of 911, man. People were taken aback. I'm just doing what I was told by the cashier, but they think I'm like the
What's going on
Unibomber.
with the sound?
I'm trying to get rid of the echo.
They're thinking like I'm a
You're not going to do
Unibomber.
anything by knocking his sound down.
I know.
I can turn mine down.
Yeah, we got you a massive echo coming out on you.
All right, well, I'll turn my side down. But
Hello, guns girl.
Well, the crazy part is, like, here where I grew up in the 80s and the 70s, when I get home from the service in the mid-80s, I could run around in the woods anywhere in my neighborhood with camo on, the BDUs, whatever. Nobody said anything. It was like, oh, well. Nowadays, you literally cannot go out in the woods even hunting. If I went out for a hike right now, wore my militaries, I had a guy literally freaked out, dumped his bike, got on his bike. He couldn't pedal any faster because he was riding down a trail I was walking on, happened to notice I was sitting along the trails with my BDUs, and freaked out. The world has gotten so sensitive that they're acting like a bunch of retards.
Pretty much.
Literally. This stuff of you offended me in this and you offended me in that. Well, personally myself, and I put this up on Facebook, you being offended by everything I do is now offending me. So now you're offending my offense, and we're all offended at some other offense, and nobody knows what the hell we're talking about.
Somebody knows what we're talking about because for the first time in forever and a week, me and Mr. Ohio Wolverine, since we've been doing this chat, we've actually earned 26 thumbs down. So we're pissing somebody off.
All right.
I'll
give you a thumbs up, Mike.
I've fought people on that thing for so long, and I don't want to get into it because I'll go off. But I said what I had to say about trolls, and there's just a bunch of fucking cowardly bastards. Unless it's a cute fucking troll type thing, you know what I mean? Like Mikey's lost fucking knife, or what's the other one they got out on me? Shit, there's a couple, but not these assholes that came in and did all that. Frankie did it. But to get back with what Ron was saying with the backpacks, I got a 7-Eleven here next town over. It's actually right across the street from where my daughters go to school, and they can't wear their backpacks if they. Well, I wouldn't want them in that store anyway. But the big huge sign right on the front: no backpacks.
Yeah, like probably a sign that says no more than 3 students at a time.
I don't know why. Maybe because they think they're gonna steal it. Or Mikey's bitch. That's another one, Stevie. You're right. I like that one too. Jay Watterson, how the hell are you? Happy New Year, my brother. Yeah, you're right. And it's, I don't know, but it's. They have them in small stores, but I haven't seen it in a large store yet.
Oh, they have them in Targets around here.
Really? You can't wear one in Target?
No, not unless it's a clear one. It has to be a clear one. Or purses. The one Target around here has a sign of no purses unless it's a clear purse.
It's all because of theft. I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Here's one for you. I might still be too loud. I won't talk too close. Am I still too loud?
It's not the loudness. It's the. Do we have that? Is that echo back or is it me?
I don't know. I know I don't have anything else open, so it's not me. But I'm toning my side down the best I can, Mike.
I gotta figure this out. Good. While you're talking, I'll see if I can.
I was just going to mention Ohio, the theft thing, and Tom and the live people out there chatting. I just thought of something. I'll call it cross shopping. All right, cross shopping. The scenario is you go into a place and you buy something, and the new town centers that they have now, you know how they have multiple stores, like adjacent to each other or across the way, and they sell the same product. I've been getting a receipt for years from each purchase, just out of habit, because cross shopping will catch you in the cross when you buy something at one store and go into another. They think they saw you steal something, and it's the same product that they've got in the store, and you don't have a receipt from where you bought it from.
That happens.
It does. That's why I've been getting receipts for over 20-something years because it happened to me.
You know, my son, a lot of you guys might know, but you might not. My son was a paraplegic, and he was in a wheelchair for quite a while. So when he'd go into a store, they had to sign on the door, no backpacks, nothing like that. On the back of his wheelchair, he had a pouch so he could shop and whatnot. And we had a guy here at the local Liberty truck stop, I guess it is, that would not allow him in the store with the wheelchair because he couldn't remove the pouch off his wheelchair. And I went up, I talked to the manager, I said, listen, I don't know what to tell you people, but if he comes into the store and you check the thing and there's nothing in there, check it before he checks out. If there's nothing in there, then obviously there's no big problem. Oh, we can't do that. We just sooner have him not come in because we don't want to take the chance. And that's wheelchair-bound person. That absolutely freaked me out that it's getting that bad. I mean, we used to shoplift when we were kids. Everybody did. Up until you got caught and got your head beat in. But personally, myself, it was by the store manager, not my parents.
You suck. I'm sorry, not you, Tom. I was just talking out loud about something else.
Mike, I might inhale a little strongly. I don't suck. Come on now. We had this conversation years ago.
I'm gonna fucking slap somebody when I see him. When he comes fucking east of fucking Pennsylvania, if he ever has the balls to do that, I'm just gonna fucking slap him in the head. Just somebody that lives in Ohio.
Oh, okay. You can't play with the Wolverines. They hurt.
Yeah, they suck, the Wolverines, anyways. The coach sucks.
They do suck. I'm sorry.
Their coach sucks.
Yep, he does.
See, I'm not in the sport, so I'm lost completely. So,
Lee Ralph, by the way, it's always a pleasure seeing you. You guys, yeah, that's the other one I like. I've been shoe balls. I got. What's the on Pittsburgh? You guys go to. I think it's on YouTube, but go to 5 o'clock news for Pittsburgh. A girl was reading tweets, and she was given because they were talking about the wide receiver there, Ohio, that didn't play last week. Antonio Brown. And she was reading tweets, and one of the guy's tweet names was what the hell was it? It was something like along the lines of Ivan had bitchy balls, and I'm saying to myself, why don't? Good thing it wasn't Mike Hunt, because they would have read that too, you know. I know I'm echoing, hon. That's what I just named Lee Ralph for a minute.
Yeah, my favorite one is when that like Chinese airliner crashed or whatever, and somebody sent in the information to the news, and they were jumped on to be the first one to jump on it. They went ahead and started going with the story before they backed it up, and they were like, "We've just learned information from the flight. The pilots on the plane were Sun Ting Wong, Ho We Fuck." Good. And so, like, we too low. That was like the pilots on the plane. And the news ran with that shit, man.
I forget what the hell this guy's name was on Twitter, but it was funny. So if you just type it in, and the girl read it off. I was pissing myself driving, listening to it on sports radio.
Here's one for you. Years ago, I ran telemarketing offices for like 24 years. We used to call for the Fraternal Order of Police for a show that they used to do. So we'd have all the names from the year before, right? So I'm going through dialing numbers, and I take the top sheet off, and here is a guy by the name of Fuck You. It was PHACYOO. You try making that call. I called the guy up. I was like, "Hello, Fock." I was like, "No, this is a prank. Hang the phone up." I had to go to my manager, and I said to him, "I can't call this guy." And he said to me, "Why not?" I said, "Look at the guy's name." He said, "Yeah, he gives $300 a year to Fraternal Order of Police. He's a doctor." So I went in the phone book and looked it up, and this guy's name is actually in the phone book under the doctors. But his name is Fuck You. You were talking about people, with the weird ass names.
Yep.
That's an honest to God's name. That was fun.
So Lee Ralph was telling me earlier. I know I got off my thing, and anyways, Lee Ralph was telling me earlier. He wrote in the external that I'm gonna hurry, guns go. Don't you worry about it. He just woke me up. Now my heart's pounding a half a mile an hour here. Lee Ralph was saying earlier that do you guys have external mics? On your tablet or your computer.
And that's why I said I don't have the external mic or the headset to plug into this.
Okay.
That's
Ronnie, do you?
what's doing it.
Yeah, by choice I do it.
All right. Because Lee Ralph says that's probably the echoing from your end, Ron.
Yeah.
The other echoing is we've already figured that out a long time ago. It echoes a little bit with Tom. It comes and it goes with Tom's. What do you call it? But
I'll accept the quote, but I don't believe it's me. So I'll accept it, but I sort of have better insight knowledge about that it's not for me. So, but I'll accept the spanking. It's not me.
I'm not spanking. I'm just letting you know. I'm just passing shit on.
No, I'm
just
the reason I use the external is because I can unplug it automatically, and it doesn't. I can just unplug it, and it actually defaults, and then you can also tweak it a hell of a lot better with it being external. Gotcha. But neither here nor there. It was echoing before I came in, so I don't believe it.
I understand. I understand that.
I like an external because of security reasons, Because as soon as you unplug your external, it shuts the access down completely, no matter what somebody's doing. Now, Bluetooth's a different story. You got to be going through some pain if you're wearing headphones, Mike.
Well, no, it still comes through. It still comes through whether you're wearing headphones or not.
I know, but the echo's got to kill you with headphones, doesn't it?
It all depends how bad the echo is.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I can hear it, and a lot of times I can't.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, it probably me.
And very Pink Floydy, says Frank. Right on, Frank.
But Tom, I ran into that when I was working on a tablet too. I used to go to another person's G's hangout. I used to go hang out on Saturday nights over there, and I was in a dilemma, and I had to access from a laptop instead of a desk. And I would get that from him too. He would tell me, "Man, I'm hearing an echo." So every now and then, if you're on a device, it'll do it.
Well, when we used to do these years ago, we had that bad echoing problem. And once I was on a laptop, once I got the headphones with the external mic and stuff on it, the echoing stopped. And basically, in them chats, I had to wear the headphones to hear anybody because I had to turn the volume so far down, I couldn't hear. So now that I've got older, I can't hear even with the headphones. So.
But I know I know as a guest I'm sort of a newbie around here with Mike, and Saturday nights I'm used to seeing something on Friday nights. I'm just ribbing. But so I'm a newbie here on a Saturday night.
It surprised the hell out of me because I heard the hangout thing going off. And I seen it was Mike. Was like, that must have been an old call because, well, it must be Friday night. And I was like, okay. And I jumped on and I said to Mike, I said, oh, yeah, it's Saturday night. Wow, they didn't like him at all. Gone. Puff of smoke and a hearty hi, oh, whoa.
Where'd Ronnie go?
I think he got blown up. One of them trolls found him.
Oh, he's sitting right beside the troll.
What's that?
I said he was sitting right beside the troll. Ronnie, where are you?
I know. On my end, I heard that little blur when you leave Hangout. You get the.
Yeah, me too. So I knew he was gone.
So, Mikey, what the hell's the weather up there like?
It is. Knock, knock, knock. Clear and 33 degrees.
Well, it's about to be not clear because it's raining like hell here.
Unusually warm lately, hasn't it?
Well, it's, yeah, for me, yeah. It's been fucking raining for. It rained yesterday, it rained today. We're supposed to get sleet tonight.
Mm-hmm. Well, we broke.
Haven't had snow in forever.
Well, okay, last year, it was 63 inches we hit the end of December. Last night we had 3 inches of rain, and it was literally 52 degrees at 2 o'clock in the morning. And we're like, we're usually seeing 15 degrees this time of year.
Well, good. I'll get that tomorrow too.
Yeah, it's on the way.
Because you're closer to me than anybody.
Weather before, it's not supposed to be nowhere near cold or snowing for the next week.
Well, that's how it goes. Stevie gives me the weather, gives it to you, and then you give it to me.
Well, the fact that he's not here tonight must mean he has a guilty conscience about screwing up the weather for the last couple of days.
Probably. Stump texted me a little bit ago, and he said he was on his way home, that he was going to try to stop in. So we'll see if he's able to. So
cool. I haven't talked to Stump in a long time.
I know, not any of us. Not here anyway. Ronnie never came back. Ronnie, where are you? Nah. Said I was booted. Nobody booted you. Ohio, did you boot Ronnie?
No.
And Stevie's not here because Stevie knows how to boot people. He booted Stevie. Who the fuck do you boot? We're trying to, Shalisa.
And I have no idea how to do it off this. So
Go back.
I don't even have settings on here.
Go back and add Ronnie.
Go back and what?
Go back in and add Ronnie.
He's got the link.
You have to add him. Somebody got in here and booted you.
How? How do I add him?
I think he
Add
just
him
had
to what?
to
My
resend
Google Plus?
Add him to you know what the green room.
Green room.
Yeah, and where all the people
fuck
are.
are you talking about?
And where all the people are listed in the Hangout.
Listed in the Hangout. What, on the invite, you mean?
Yeah, I believe so.
No, it says send invite as Mike DeLucia, da-da-da, which I did. But I can't do that. I sent his through Facebook because we're not on Google, what do you call it, together?
Okay.
Oh.
Somebody kicked him.
How could somebody kick him?
Oh my God, Mike! Somebody got in there and kicked him. There's much you need to learn.
Steve, are you still in here? Stalker Steve, are you still in here? If you are still in here, text me and let me know, or write something in the outside chat and let me know.
Paging Stalker Steve. Paging Stalker Steve.
And Shalisa one night went like this and went poof, and then Stevie was gone. That was
She
funny.
does that quite often.
That was fucking funny. You guys had to be there that night. Stevie. How did we get back? Who did you kick out one night by mistake? I'm trying to figure out because I remember Stevie. This happened one night when Stevie and I. He actually didn't kick anybody out. It was just odd because I'm trying to figure out who the fuck it was.
Probably me. I hold the record for being thrown out of chats.
No, it. Oh, Holly, weren't you with us that night?
No.
Yes, you did. By mistake. I know, Stevie, you didn't kick anybody out. But what I'm saying is that remember the night that we were on, and who the hell went poof? Was it Stump? I don't know. Anyways, Ronnie, I did not, nor did Ohio, nor did Tom. No, you have a.
You know, it's odd being on this tablet. There is really absolutely no settings on here whatsoever.
No,
like
I did
you
not.
guys will see on your laptops.
What's that, Tom?
So it's weird being on this tablet because they're like on the laptop. You would see different settings to mute.
You can. You just have to hit the button. Being on the laptop. I mean, being on the tablet. It's almost like being on your phone. You should be able to hit a button and it'll have all your. You can't get the internal, but you should be able to get the chat, the outside chat. Right, Ohio? It's like your phone. No.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see any buttons or anything. All I got is a mute, a volume, and the thing that reads off what who's in the chat.
That's the other thing I wanted to get into too. Damn it! Thank you, Lee, for reminding me. I have a couple of guys here that can help me with that subject too, and I want to get into this. Lee, it's like glad you were here. Okay, segment number 3.
Uh-oh.
And Lee Ralph brings up a great question that I've been wanting to ask, and that's why I was hoping a few other guys that do it were here. But anyways, we're going to do it with the 2 people that are here anyway. Lee Ralph asks, is anyone doing any more preps lately with how things have been going? So I'll start with Ohio.
What's the question?
Are you doing any more preps lately with how things have been going?
Not really. I've just been, I have a new rifle, so I've been stocking up on ammo for it, but it's not like prepping for anything on it. Food-wise, I did buy some, what are they called? Those freeze-dried, like Patriot meals or whatever. I bought like a bucket of that stuff, put it down the basement.
Cool.
Just a little extra precautionary, nothing, basically more not with what's going on in the world, but just kind of winter prep because my house runs off gas and electric. So if we lose electric, we lose our, we won't lose our heat, but we'll lose blowing the heat because our furnace runs off an electric fan. So as far as, a little bit of freeze-dried food, stuff like that, and extra firewood, just winter prep type stuff, just in case we lose power for more than a couple of days. Keep the pipes from freezing, stuff like that.
Good night, Sandy. Tom, you?
I I haven't gone extensive with it. I've checked into a couple, like the Patriot Meals Ohio was talking about stuff like that. Because where I differ from a lot of
I
people
can't
is
hear a thing he's saying.
I prep for natural disaster. I don't prep for fall of civilization, so to say. So, I keep extra little tanks of gas for my stove. Just simple things, extra kerosene in case the heat goes out. Just simple little things, like he said, for the winter that, we get snowstorms here. Well, maybe that, oh, jungle love. All right.
Yeah, that was me.
But, I keep little things here because we get a snowstorm. I can't get to the gas station or whatever to keep heat going. I have it here. I don't have to worry about it, but nothing major because, like I said, I don't prep for the fall of civilization or anything like that because, let's face it, I'm 55 years old. What am I going to do if it falls anyway? I'm going to stand in the yard, scream and bitch at somebody. They're going to shoot me. It's done and over with. So I prep for what I see for coming, which would be natural disasters in my area and whatnot. Like with this rain crap, I've got mold literally growing on stuff, and it's wintertime, supposedly. I've got mold growing on my stuff in my storage containers. The outside of my one storage container is covered with mold from the dampness and the mildew. But as far as any major preps, no, I've actually been decreasing a lot. I've decreased a lot of the bags, the knives, the guns, all that happy stuff. I've decreased a lot of it because it's been hanging around for 10 years and never got used.
And that's the thing with a bunch of the stuff that we've either prepped or whatever, and if it doesn't get used and then you replace it, now you just got to chuck it, and it's a shame, but and I'm with you guys. I'm one of those prep for the weather, prep for the. My wife, when she goes shopping, she's always got, a couple of cans of this, couple extra things of that, couple extra things of that. You know what I mean? Because like you guys, we get the weather and.
Yeah, I'd have nothing against other people who prep for whatever they want to. It's, you're prepping for what you feel is right.
Owner was operating use advised traffic control device.
Grayman Outdoors. How are you, my friend? He says it might go back to the old Depression days, soup kitchens and all that weird times. I don't know what will happen. He was talking because they're out in the chat, Tom, and they're talking about the government shutdown and how the news report said that it can go months to years. And Stevie hit the nail right on the head. He's saying he was talking to one of the other Towson who wrote it. And he says it's not going to be that long, and it won't. They'll come to some type of a. They always do.
We've lived through how many government shutdowns already?
Exactly.
And in all honesty, they have to get paid too.
This is his third one.
Well, Obama shut it down for longer than this.
Obama shut it down. Clinton shut it down.
But here's the thing:
there hasn't been one that happened.
They're only getting rid of like the non-essential employees. So that tells you we have too many non-essential employees working for the government.
Oh God, yeah.
I'll give you another one. I know somebody that works for the VA, and their fiscal year is a year ahead of time.
Yeah.
So they can't shut it down.
So this will affect them next year at some point.
No.
No, as long as the government starts back up, the funds keep rolling in. So.
Exactly.
Okay.
But you know what? Thank God
I do have a sister.
I
I do have a sister who lives up in who does work for the government, and because she's not essential, she's not working right now.
It works the same way with the military. A lot of people don't realize that. When it last shutdown, big shutdown we had, and I think that was back when Obama was in there. I have family members that were considered non-essential personnel in the Air Force that got laid off for 3 months. And they brought them back just like anybody else. So she was on unemployment. Everything started rolling good and whatnot. And they brought her back into the Air Force. I almost fell off my seat. It was like, how the hell can you lay off military personnel and then bring them back? That never happened in my era. It was crazy. And honestly, if I didn't witness it, I would have never believed it. But it did happen.
Right on, HRM.
Oh, by the way, since I can't get externals and I don't want to be rude,
Good.
Hi, everybody out there that I can't see.
Yeah, for you guys that came in later, Tom can't get the outside chat, so I've been relaying to Tom. But HRM Weapons was saying if I was still working for the DOD, I'd be going in at ODOC 30, racking up some overtime. Well, Stevie, they own the house. They're supposed to. Stevie put the Dems are trying to start shit. That's because the assholes have the house.
Did you see that the new Muslim lady? What she said?
No.
Oh yeah.
As soon as she got sworn in or whatever, they had like a little after party thing, or some like freedom thing or something, one of those grassroots things. And she was talking about Trump. She was like, my son said that we won because bullies can't win and we're not going to be bullied anymore. And we're here and we're not going to stop until we impeach that motherfucker. So everyone's fucking like, even Democrats are like, no, that's not how we do things, Shut the fuck up, you dumb bitch.
Yeah.
They have no platform.
No.
That was
their platform is impeach Trump. That's it.
Yeah, that's
and raise our taxes.
Clinton. It was impeach the Bushes and impeach Obama and.
Hey, Gunpowder Beauty. Listen, when they don't like the person that's in office, and you're on the other side of the aisle, that's the first thing that comes out of somebody's mouth. How many times did they want to impeach Obama? Huh? Did it work? No.
I didn't hear him mention impeaching Obama once.
Oh, but you weren't on the internet and people were saying impeach Obama?
I'm not talking about internet. I'm talking about
but you weren't
congresswomen.
Oh yeah, when he lost his cookies back in 2008, they called for an investigation 2 or 3 times.
It's.
But this is an everyday thing. There's some Democratic congressperson or representative or senator every day on the fucking news.
That's true.
Talking about impeaching Trump. That Maxine Waters is every speech she gives is about impeach 45. But what they don't understand is you got to have some type of treasonous fucking crime.
Well, they tried to impeach Billy Clinton.
Yeah.
And all he did was lie.
Well, that's lying. It's perjury under oath.
That's not treasonous.
Well, I mean, it's lying.
It's not treasonous to get a blowjob in the Oval Office.
It's not. It wasn't about sex, man. It wasn't about who he fucking fucked and all that shit. It was the fact that he lied under oath to Congress.
Yeah, I would.
That's why he was impeached. God damn! I wish people would stop talking about fucking Monica Lewinsky and the sex. The sex had nothing to do with it.
I'm aware he didn't have nothing to do with it, but I am also aware that, you know what? Why would they? It's like I've been saying this for years, Ohio. If they worded the question differently, right, he would have had to answer it differently.
But it depends on what the definition of is.
He should have. They should have just came right out and said, "Did you have sexual intercourse with that woman?" And then if he said no, it was no. And then they should have came out with, "Did she perform fellatio on you?" Then he would have had to answer yes.
He did fuck her, though. That's the point.
I don't think he did.
He did. He admitted to it.
Now,
Anyways,
personally, myself, whether he did or he didn't, I still feel sorry for the guy because, number one, if he had to stoop that low, I've seen Monica Lewinsky.
yeah, but have you seen her? Have you seen his wife?
Right, exactly. Monica,
Well,
I would go with Monica Lewinsky every day over.
I personally myself would go with oil of Olay myself. But,
Yeah, right.
Telling you what, Hillary Clinton's so fucking ugly that if she gives you a blowjob, it counts as anal.
That's right, Stevie.
Hershey kiss right there, baby.
That's right. That's the best joke in the world. Monica Lewinsky being a Republican because the Dems left a bad taste in her mouth.
It's really funny. My brother-in-law.
Or on the dress.
My brother-in-law, God rest his soul, he used to live at Lake Winola. In case people don't know what that is. What was her name? Rothschild or whatever it was. Her family used to have a place at Lake Winola. Now, for as big a deal as they made it sound, this place was a shithole. But anyway. My brother-in-law, that was the only place he had to live. When they came in for, I think it was a 6-hour vacation, they shut down this lake so tight, my poor brother-in-law had to go get a motel room, pay for it out of his pocket because they were there.
Yeah, that's...
I found that he wasn't nowhere near their area.
You should have seen it when the fucking, in the summertime, when Bush used to go to the fucking Kennebunk.
Oh, I could imagine. Well, unfortunately, it'll only be half the problem now because one of them's not with us.
Right.
But, I mean, this political stuff, like, I used to work for, oh, God, I can't remember her name out, but it was a senator's wife. And if any of you guys can remember back in the 80s, they had this whole big shake-up with the senators paying little boys for X. And her husband was one of them. It was really to see the kind of lifestyle that they got after being arrested for this and being thrown out of your political position for disgusting shit that they were doing. But the lifestyle they led after going through all this. Now, they're prisoners, right? They're against the law. They lived a better lifestyle than the governor of Pennsylvania did. And they were only a senator. They weren't congressmen or anything like that. But they lived a better lifestyle while he was in prison than the governor of Pennsylvania did. And oddly enough, the governor of Pennsylvania lived in Scranton at the time.
Oh, poor bastard.
Yeah, tell me about it. But I just... the powers that be, and we're paying for their pensions and all this. It's disgusting the way these people carry on. Because personally myself, and I told his wife this when I was working for her, I personally myself think that everything should have been pulled off of them because they've been voted into a position of power and authority. And if they're going to do it that bad, same thing with the Clintons. If they're going to do stuff this bad, and any other president that ever got caught dipping into the till, so to speak, they should have everything pulled out from underneath them. There should be no residuals whatsoever. It's just like you or I, we get caught molesting a child, whatever you want to call it. They pull everything out from underneath us, we go to jail. But yet, we have political statist people that do shit to this country that's unbelievable. And yet they can still afford to live in the Bahamas the rest of their life for nothing.
And hey, real quick, I just want to interrupt and say hi to somebody out there real quick. I'm a redneck Copperham is out there.
Come on here.
So,
Tommy, how are you, my friend? Buddy Light, I answered you, my friend.
82 by Seneca. We are with Charlie George, 74, and Charlie Tom.
Are we picking up somebody's scanner?
Yeah, Ohio's at work.
Oh.
Right on,
I thought I was
Frankie.
going nuts here, picking up something I shouldn't be hearing on my tab.
Good to hear, Tommy. I'm doing all right. We got so many. What the hell was I just going to say?
I don't know, but it made you chuckle, so that must have been a good one.
Nothing. I just noticed something. Fucking Ohioans. I'm sorry. Did I say that? I'd like to tell you something, guys. How do I say this and not be a douche all at the same time? Usually I got this on when I do a chat. I have this fucking secret handshake from these fucking people from fucking Michigan, right? And they got this secret dumbass handshake that they do, right? But tonight, right, we have Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Massachusetts representing. So there's no secret handshake. There's no,
It's like the East Coast Mafia.
With all you people. There you go, Stevie. Go ahead, Tom.
No, I said it's like the East Coast Mafia.
Yeah.
We could come up with something like,
35 361. Drivers Robert Paul, 823 376. See you, be advised.
It's like the episode of Cops. The scanner goes off, everything goes quiet.
Yeah. 132 in Bush again at gunpoint. Copy code 6, 132 in Bush.
Gunpowder Beauty. You never heard me say that on my chat or on Stevie's chat? I always say, you people.
You.
I've been doing that for a long time. I said that one night to a kid at FedEx of the Spanish. He's of Spanish descent. And I went, you people. He went, whoa, 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 whoa. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, what do you mean, you people?
And I go, it's from the movie. What movie? I'm calling HR. I'll call HR. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's something else I'd love to know. Why is it that, Mike's Italian, I'm German and Indian, and Ohio is maybe Irish or whatever? If somebody pointed a finger at us says, you people, we don't take any offense to it whatsoever, but if you're a minority, look the fuck out.
Yeah,
you're going to jail.
That's because the friggin', I call them do-gooders. And the suddenness. Good. I know you are, Gunpowder Beauty. Stevie, what link are you sending me?
Probably the one to the handshake. This
probably.
Is how you do it with instructions.
Something about the red pill. Where are they? Q, clock explained. I don't know. Conspiracy stuff.
Well, Well, sometimes you got to wonder if Plan B is actually a secondary plan or what. Well, the chat has been hit by an eerie silence. Or only the scanner knows.
39-361, we're clear.
See? What's going on in that outside chat there, Mike?
Give me 1 second, brother.
Not a whole lot.
There was people talking with. I have to get rid of that thing before I can go back out there. Hang on. I accidentally clicked that fucking link that he put in the chat.
Steve says it's on the prison barge.
On the prison.
Let me.
Mike, did you happen to see what I posted on Facebook about start a new government?
I did not.
There's an Italian guy, he's probably from the Bronx or something, New York. He's got that, that typical New York Italian accent,
From Manhattan. That one?
Kind of, yeah. And he's talking about his friend Vito says we need to start a new government since this government's on shutdown. We can start our own government. He's like, how are you going to start your own government? How are you going to pay? What are you going to do? He's like, people want people to build the wall. He was like, who can build a better wall than me? I get discount on the brick from such and such down on Brooklyn Avenue and all this stuff. He's like, I said, build the fucking wall. He's like, what are you going to do about welfare? People need jobs. They can get a job building the fucking wall. And he just keeps going on. And I was like, what about Chuck Schumer? He's like, you throw fucking Chuck Schumer over the goddamn wall. And then he's like, oh, man, he says something like, anytime people want to go to, or anytime that people would rather go to jail than Mexico, that means we need to build 2 fucking walls to separate us from there. If Mexico is worse than jail, we need 2 fucking walls.
Yeah, don't shit about that.
My buddy from Boston is always talking about it. You have a buddy in Boston, great man.
In Boston.
Boston. You got these fucking jackasses from New York, right? And mainly down by the city, because upstate New York and
like
shit like
Yankee fans.
Like yeah, like the people from Manhattan or whatever, and and they'd be like, Boston. Fucking Boston, you can't even go up there and afford a cup of coffee. Well, first of all, idiot. There's no R in Boston, and there's no R in fucking coffee either. Fucking people from New York kill me.
But there is in sewer, and say sewer.
Sewer.
Sewer. Sewer.
Sure. Sure.
Oh, wicked pisser.
You guys,
well, great man, be careful because you're in an awesome state. And if I hear that your buddy's going out there, I might jump in his fucking luggage.
Did you see John Stossel do a report on people listening to the TSA and the airports on how to transport your firearm on a plane, and then they land in New York and get fucking arrested and charged with the fucking felony?
You can't. It's federal that you can bring in a gun on a plane.
New York's been charging people with felons.
They can't.
When they land in New York, you're not allowed to have those items in New York.
Why not?
Because New York banned them. You're not allowed to have over a 10-round magazine. You're not allowed to have certain guns.
Oh, and well then you gotta be New York fucking like mass compliant when I buy a gun up here.
Well, but what if your layover is in New York? That's what's going on.
Here's what I would do.
You fly from
I would ask the federal government what the fuck's going on.
Well,
And then I would have it fucking, or I would go have a fucking judge give me a letter, whole nine, stamp it, do everything you got to do, and then go, hey, fuck you, it's mine, asshole.
Yeah, well, what would they do at emergency layovers though? Like, nonstop from Boston to San Diego. All of a sudden, they have an emergency layover in New York. You're kind of screwed, right? It's out of your control. Nothing you can do about that. But I would imagine they'd nail you anyway because you have a weapon on their property.
AC Outlaw, how the hell you doing, my friend? Good to see you.
I'm gonna share that. I'll share that link.
Steve says they can, and they make you come back and pay, and they drop the charges.
There's the link to it if anybody wants to save that for later.
But I know people who have flown across country with their gun.
Yeah, you can.
Even in commie states like mine. All right. Lee, it was good seeing you, my friend.
Yeah,
Lee Ralph, he's such a good dude.
Like I said, there's times where I have no clue. That's why I stay at Mount Cobb, because I have no clue if I'm illegal or I'm not illegal once I step outside of my city limits.
Well, see, this is the thing. I mean, are you constitutional carry in Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're all right. You can go from fucking Pennsylvania to... Oh, no, you got New York in between. You're fucked. Never mind.
There's something going on in Pittsburgh on the 7th, Monday. Some type of We Will Not Comply rally or something.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I haven't seen... I heard about it, but I haven't seen much about it. But the messed up part here in PA is... like Philadelphia, Allentown, Stroudsburg, Harrisburg, Pittsburgh. There's another town, I can't remember what it is. Major cities in the United States or in Pennsylvania, where even though I have a weapons carry permit for my state, I cannot go inside them city limits with that weapon because they only issue CCWs for that city. So
where's this at?
Here, my daughter lives in Harrisburg, let's just say. If I leave here and I go into Harrisburg, I can't carry my weapon inside of Harrisburg limits.
Right. Boston's
because they only issue a carry permit for Harrisburg, and if you don't have the one for Harrisburg, you're illegal.
How in the hell does the city override a state law?
I don't know. Boston does that too. You can't carry... I don't think you can carry... I'll have to look it up. Somebody with fast fingers, do me a favor. Look up Massachusetts, right, and see if you can carry a gun in the city of Boston.
Well, I don't know.
I don't think you can.
I don't know if it makes a difference here. I'm a Commonwealth state. I'm not a...
Oh.
So am I.
Oh, so maybe that's the difference. We're both Commonwealth states.
There's only 3 of us. 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Us. Is it Virginia?
Virginia, yeah.
Yeah.
And us. They tried to get that overrode 2 years ago, and nobody would have it. And I was thinking to myself, you dumb bastards, let's get rid of this Commonwealth crap because it would open so much more for this state. But that's only me. Our motto used to be, you have a friend in Pennsylvania. That's why they took all the signs down.
Yeah, right. I feel bad because I was going to say to you, because of the laws the way they are, you could have went from...
Commonwealths are basically still under British monarch.
I don't know about that, but that would be funny if it was.
That's what it says.
Really?
All right, so hang on a second. Flan looked it up for me. Good night, guns girl. Sleep well. Massachusetts is not a traditional open carry state. Actually, it is, but that's okay. But it's not a crime for a Class A license holders to open carry. You guys see what I'm saying? However, it is reported that some jurisdictions will use this as an excuse to revoke permits. The people have a right to keep and bear arms for the common defense. Does it say it? Yeah, but what about the city of Boston itself, sweetie? I thought there was something on there that we couldn't. Todd, how are you, my friend? You guys, Mitch Max, you know who that is? That's Todd, Ohio.
What's that?
That's Todd.
Hey, Todd.
Oh, Todd Mitch?
Yeah.
Nice. Still friends with him on Facebook.
Yep.
Damn, that hurts.
So you can't say something like that with me on this chat and expect me not to say something, Tom.
Well, you can have my little prick thing.
No, I'm good, thanks.
Oh, you're welcome.
My name's not Kevin Spacey.
Well, thank God for that.
Well, you know what sucks about that whole thing, other than it was wrong and the whole 9 yards, right? I mean, do you guys ever watch that show House of Cards on Netflix?
No.
It's a great show. And he fucked it up for everybody because now they're canceling it. They're going to do this last year and then it's all done. Not too bad, Todd. Hope things are well with you guys.
I give up watching shows on Netflix. I started watching one called The Last Kingdom and another one called Frontier. And God only knows when the next season's coming out. So it's like, well, what's the fuck sense of watching them?
Right.
You guys don't know if it's
Matter of fact, I don't watch TV that much. So.
I watch. Whoa, what you missed with Kevin Spacey? Gunpowder Beauty, sweetheart, listen to me. Buddy, Ohio does, Buddy Light. Gunpowder Beauty, Kevin Spacey is down here in Massachusetts, down on Cape Cod. Actually, the islands, technically the islands, not Cape Cod, right? And there was a son of a former news reporter, a TV news reporter, not TV anchor, if you will. Anyway, he got a fake ID to get in a bar, and I guess Kevin Spacey did a little bit of groping.
Oh yeah, well he's. I mean, that shit's been coming out on him for years now.
He just look at his movies, you can tell. I mean, if you watched, that's what I said. If you watched House of Cards and then seeing what you know about him now, you'll understand he's infatuated with Dick. But I'll get into that in a later time.
Are you an expert on that subject?
No. What I was going to, I'll tell
Only
you in a
if
minute.
it comes up.
So it's all over the news and everything else. Gunpowder. So apparently the kid taped it, and the kid was hammered or whatever, and apparently Spacey was gonna, I'm paraphrasing, but pretty much took advantage of the kid. They asked him to come to court, and he's trying to get out. He's trying to say, just arraign me from whatever, but he's pretty much fucked.
Oh, the kid underage, or?
Yeah, but my thing is that okay, so it wasn't like the kid was 12. I'm not saying it's good whatever age you're at. Don't misunderstand what I'm trying to say here, okay? Hey, Kelly, how are you? My thing is that I guess he was 16 when it happened. And he's 18 now or something. But my thing is that, hey, Rick, what's going on? My thing is that I remember when I was 15 years old, 16 years old, and I don't care how shit-faced I was. If you were of the same sex and you even thought of touching me in that manner, You got kicked in the nuts, punched in the face, spit at. Something was going to fucking happen to you.
Hit with a beer bottle, anything.
You know what I'm saying here?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Monica Lewinsky only on the gay side.
Good night, Frankie. Frankie, when we going to have that cup of coffee, kid?
Hey, Rick's out there.
Yeah, I saw that. I said hi, Rick.
Wouldn't that be deception, whatever you want to call it?
I don't know.
Wouldn't be like cocksucking by deception, but I mean,
I think the kid knew. And again, he's a minor, so you can't, right off the bat, Spacey's wrong. But my problem is that I think that if the kid was of age, it's not going to be a problem. Do you understand what I'm saying here?
Yeah.
Well, he's not of age. He's under 18. So
I'm aware of that.
Well,
I mean, it's not the first time it's happened. There's been other reports of it. So.
Oh, he's got nailed before about this?
Yes, that's why he was knocked off House of Cards and the Me Too movement and all that bullshit.
Oh.
The Me Too movement, what's that?
Just where everyone's saying that Me Too is like they do like hashtag Me Too, like sexual harassment has happened to Me Too.
I got you. But so. My thing is that maybe it's just the era we grew up in. Maybe the 70s and 80s when I grew up and you said something, did something. Back in the day, you say your mother wears army boots, you got punched in the face.
Mm.
Now somebody says your mother wears army boots, you says, no shit, thank you very much, and you give them a salute. It's just a different world. Like Tom was saying earlier, how different the world is today than it was back then. But still, for something like this, you're 16 years old. Okay, so maybe you don't want to fight because whatever. Fine. I'm not saying you don't walk away.
Well, of course you do.
But he didn't. He taped it.
Because he knew what he was doing. It's the same thing with Lewinsky. Think about it. She had semen stains on her dress 5 years later. Don't you think if I was a woman and I had semen all over me, I'd go home and wash the stupid dress? No, she put it in a closet, and 5 years later, when she felt the time was right, she pulled it out and she said, "Ooh, look what happened to me." That kid did the same freaking thing. If I was sitting next to you in a bar, Mike, and I put my hand on your crotch, maybe you wouldn't hit me, but you'd leave. To this day, even, stupid kids, somebody puts their hand in your crotch, they leave. You don't sit there and tape it because then you know what you're doing.
Right.
And that's the whole thing with this court system. Like, they're going to fry Kevin Spacey. Yeah, okay. The kid was underage. He had a fake ID. And he had the forethought, which is premeditated, to tape it. So therefore, yeah, he might get in trouble for touching an underage kid, but that kid should actually get more trouble because it's, oh my God, I ain't going to remember it now. It's lured something or another.
Entrapment.
Entrapment. It has to be. If you were a judge, what would your first question be? Well, when Mr. Spacey started touching your genitals, what did you do about it? I took out my phone and was recording it for prosperity. Hey, kids, look what happened to me when I was 16. Mr. Spacey touched my genitals.
Now, was he taping it so he can sue him for money? Was he I don't know. But all I know is that I don't know. I don't. It's just me, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, to each his own. It's not my place to say.
Hey, what's up, Abby Normal out there?
Life. That's not my place to say, but if I'm in a bar and I was 16 years old and there was some guy touching my genitals, if I didn't want to hit him, I'd leave at the very least.
Yeah.
There's the door.
And,
Screw you, I'm out of here.
and back in the day, I would have been put in jail. My wife's boyfriend would have been put in jail. Because I was 18, I dated a girl 16 years old. Back in the day, it wasn't an issue.
No.
You know, back in the day, I can't say this. I mean, I'll type it in after the thing, but, how do I say this? I was with somebody that was older than me. How's that sound? And I wasn't 18. So, but again, it was a different time. It wasn't an issue.
Oh, no. And back in the day when I was 16 years old, I had sex multiple times with a 54-year-old woman.
Yeah, today she'd be in jail.
About 20. And legally, she should have went to jail, but nobody thought about it then. It was like, okay, stop playing with my kid. And that was all there was to it.
Well, you get a high five and you're like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Good job, Tom.
Good for you, kid.
Now, if I had a cell phone, I would have taped that, but...
Abby Normal's back.
I honestly, we're on here, we're all on Facebook and stuff, but honestly, if it wasn't for media and social media and everything, I think the world would have been, or was, a better place. Because years ago, when you had to pick up the phone on your mother's wall and you knew what you were talking to your friends about, shit didn't go down like it does nowadays. Yeah, you met your friends, you made whatever, you did whatever. But it's nowhere near the kind of trouble that kids, when we were their age, are getting into. We got arrested for fighting, shoplifting. Nowadays, it wouldn't surprise me if there was a posting on Facebook, they busted the next door neighbor's kid for screwing a dog. Wouldn't surprise me in the least.
Fuzzy Fork says, my wife left me 5 months ago. I got lonely. I turned part-time lesbian to get more women.
No, you're right.
There you go.
Fuzz, listen. All guys are lesbians. Think about it.
Yep. That's why they wouldn't let us join the Brownies.
Oh, normal.
How you been, Abby?
I'll be normal.
Ronnie never came back.
No, I will explain that to you later.
Oh, did he contact you?
No.
I invited Dish on tonight, too. I didn't see her around either.
Well, all I can say is I hope it wasn't me.
422-361.
No, it's... But anyway.
I want to be clear.
Good night, AC. We're going to be right behind you, too, Ace. We're not going to be here long. Ace, it was good seeing you, bro.
Yeah, but guys, he did say that one night the after chat went on for 6 hours.
Oh, no, I ain't going to go on for 6 hours.
Yeah, Mike's like, all right, good night. Mike doesn't do the after chats anymore.
Yeah, I don't do after chats anymore.
We got off the regular chat at like 11, 11:30, 4:30 in the morning or 5 o'clock. We're like, hey, listen, I'm falling asleep. I got to go.
Well,
the drunk duck is out there.
Saw that.
Whoever that is.
Uh-oh. Isn't it funny how when you do these live chats, not that it's a bad thing, but you see the same people every week, And it's not like you get a whole new crew of people in. That's what I always loved about the live chats. It was kind of like a whole bunch of friends got together. Every now and then you get somebody new in, but
You know, the reason I like the chats is because it's almost like back in the 70s and 80s when you sit around a kitchen table with friends and family.
Yeah, and when's the last time you did that?
Fucking never. I mean, you know, that hardly ever. I mean, I used to love that. When I was a kid, my parents
they'd play cards.
Yeah, playing cards. Yeah, exactly. And all the kids, they would bring their kids, and the kids would all go down to the basement and play. You know, in the basement or something like. You know.
Either that, we sat out in the backyards looking at the stars, just bullshitting about the stupidest things on the face of the earth.
Like what if CAT really spelled dog and shit?
Yeah.
You know, it's like ask a kid today. Pick a kid. I don't care if they're 20 years old. Ask me knows how to play gin.
Oh yeah.
You know, ask me knows how to play war. Ask them if he knows how to play rummy. These kids don't play cards today. You know why? This fucking computer. And every other video game they got.
It's too
yeah, Mike. I just want to address something, Mike. On Flan said,
Go ahead.
Rep driver. Man, what a good guy. You know what I'm saying?
Who's that? Oh yeah,
Driver Evolve.
I did that last week. That was a shame. Right on, Fuzz T4. Yeah, no.
Your Dryden said used to have after chats until like 7 a.m. when I would get off work. Yeah, that's true. We would stay up on that sucker until I left.
Yep.
You know what the funny part was? I used to do. I think Mike was on the chats with us a couple of times.
Yep.
Worldwide Survival, Jayhawk. There'd be 6 or 7 of us. It's basically a bushcrafting, prepping chat. That's when Mike first came on and actually used to do videos.
Wow. Wow. That's from the guy who hasn't done a video in fucking forever. But go ahead.
I put a video out at least once a week. But anyway, we're all bushcrafters, survivalists, preppers. Had this big old chat about, prepping and survival and all that. And the after chat had nothing to do with it. You'd think we'd all sit around and bullshit about, this, that, and the other thing. Nah, we were on there talking about women and drinking and care. It was funny.
Our after chats always end up talking about food or canning or something with Peachy. We have Peachy and Mouse Toes and stuff.
I miss her too.
Oh yeah, I miss Peachy a lot. Me and Peachy used to sit up and talk for hours.
Mouse Toes just put out a video the other day.
Yeah, I love Mouse Toes.
Mouse Toes. You remember Mouse Toes?
Faintly, yes. I don't know. My YouTube channel has actually changed. How would you put it? Hands. People that used to come and comment and whatnot. Probably 8 times since 2013.
It's sad.
And me and Mark from over in Scouting Free, we were talking the other day, and he said, I missed them old days. I missed the camaraderie with the people and everything because this new generation just ain't into it like the old ones were. And it's like, whatever happened to all the people that we used to talk to? Because you get on PMs on YouTube and you talk to, the entire country in one day.
Right.
And we were just talking about that. And it's like, he said that he might get 1 or 2 people on there that's like from the old days when we first came on. Outside of that, most of the people he knows, but not people that are there forever.
Yeah, I mean, there's people that came on here. They were on here for 2-3 years. They're gone. Now that's for whatever reason. Their jobs could have changed.
Yeah, but you never hear from them, like, even
good night,
every
V-Borg.
now and then.
Yeah, you don't see them on Facebook. Well, a lot of the people, I shouldn't say a lot. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. About 4 people I know that left YouTube that I was, on here with all the time. You particular, what's going on, bro?
Yeah, oh, wow.
There's a guy there,
Youp's
Youper
regular. He's a regular in the chat now. He always has been, anyways. But Youp's been around for forever. He's another. We're talking about people, but he's been around forever too.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. With
But
me,
I see them I see them on Facebook and on
yeah, that
Instagram.
too. I see a lot of them there.
So, but I know what Mark was getting to. It's not.
You know who I haven't seen anything from a long time is I don't even know what's going on with him is Superfly Fat Guy. I mean,
yeah.
No, he's no, yeah, I haven't. There was a rumor back about a year or so ago that they said he was going to come back, but
yeah, whatever happened to him? That and Eat Carbs. I haven't seen him around at all. Metal Man 72.
Wow, yeah, doesn't
yeah.
blast him really fast.
What about Gunmetal? Gunmetal something? Gunmetal Gray or something? He had that guy.
Yeah.
He just liked one of my videos not too long ago, so he's still out there. He's just lurking probably.
Speaking of videos, you guys want to hear something dumb and funny?
We have been all
Ohio.
night, so go ahead.
Ohio, we were talking about this one night on one of your videos.
Oh.
No, I'm not saying one of your videos is dumb, Ohio. What I'm saying is that we were talking about this subject. You put out a video about a guy from Pennsylvania. What do you call them? People that are still in horse and carriage.
Amish.
You put didn't you put out a video about the Amish, the fucking wagon going sliding down the hill or something?
Doing donuts in the snow. That was
doing donuts
years ago, yeah.
All right. And how many views did you get on that?
Oh, Jesus. I don't know. A lot.
Okay, you ready? A couple of years ago, I put up a video about a possum in a tree at work.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There's like 1,250 fucking views on that thing.
Yeah. Let's see.
I put up one about a pocket fisherman when I first started. It was like, I don't know, 60,000 views, 35,000 views, something like that. I wasn't even using it. I just put it on there. It's kind of crazy little antique fishing equipment.
Yeah. I love those rods, by the way. Those are the best.
The stuff I thought would go over good over the years flopped, and stupid stuff just.
Right. Yeah. I spend time editing and doing good video and stuff like that, and the video doesn't get crap. But then I just throw something stupid up off my phone,
Yeah,
and it gets a bunch of views. So I don't spend as much time in like production of videos anymore. Basically I just hit the record button and start talking if I'm doing something. And if I mess up in the video, I mess up. I correct myself and just keep going. I'm not going to go back and edit all that out. If I mispronounce a word or something like that, or I'll just, keep going with it.
I just laugh and keep going. None of my videos were ever edited. It's like, oh yeah, I screwed up. Okay, well, let's go. I really could. I still can't see people putting that much time and everything into editing and putting out a very good video, especially with the way things are on YouTube. It's not worth your time doing.
Hey, Mike, that Amish buggy doing donuts was 17 seconds long.
Yep.
It's from 3 years ago.
Yep.
And it's got 36,000 views.
Oh, 1 to 50, Stevie? 1 to 50. Stevie's giving out a more.
Do what?
Apparently, Stevie's giving out a more. He doesn't want to tell anybody. He said flash giveaway.
Flash giveaway. Oh, we got to start picking numbers?
I guess. I have it.
All right, let's have some fun.
1 to 50. 69. Right. Oh, wait a minute. That's not 50.
Oh, I know. Tommy can't type these numbers in.
But that's a good number, though. Hey, Mike.
What?
Mike.
What?
Type in 13 for me.
Okay.
But yeah, I never could understand. I know people that spend, a buddy of mine, Pooping Android, spends hours editing videos. The guy knows his stuff. He's been in here to visit me. We spent some time together. His most popular video is changing the U joint on his Cavalier or something like that. We were talking one night and he's like, Tom, I don't understand, because we call each other on the phone a lot. And he said, I just don't understand how I could spend 8 hours editing this video. It's a great video. And I get 200 views on it. But the other one is like, oh, I don't give a good goddamn, throwing wrenches, freaking out. And he gets.
Kelly won. What was the number, Stevie?
Might have been 32. If it was 32, I've got Yoper Digger at 32 also.
Kelly Parks said 32. Yoper Digger said 32 before Kelly.
Yeah.
Right above me saying 16, Stevie. Stevie.
Oh, I screwed up. I'm out of here.
It's right above mine. He said 32.
But to be honest with you, in my position, like Ohio Wolverine and Stalker Steve, there's been a lot of other guys. Last spring, Google, for some unknown reason, got pissed off at me. I lost 150 people I was subbed to in a matter of 8 hours. They just disappeared and never came back. So then I have to go back in and I have to resub everybody, and God knows I can't remember 150 names.
Right.
Until I wind up like Stalker Steve. You know, he was putting out videos, and it's like, I haven't seen Steve on in a while. And I go to his channel, and I'm unsubbed.
Oh, yeah. Unsubbing you from people, that's been going on for years.
Yeah.
It drives me absolutely insane. And like I said, in a matter of 8 hours, I lost 150 people I was subbed to. And
all right, so
you said 2 winners.
So winner, chicken dinner. We got 2 winners. We have Kelly Parks and we have Yoper Digger. For a more, Stevie, thank you. You guys send Stevie your info.
How the hell do you do that anymore? You have to go through like an email to do it, because
no,
you send a message to.
No, you ready? Watch this. Ohio. Scroll down to where it says the thumbs up, thumbs down, share, save, and all that. Hit the share for 1 second.
Hit the share?
Yep.
Okay.
Does a box come out?
It says, message on YouTube.
Yep. Are there any? Do you have?
Okay.
But you have any people? Though you have to add those people.
Right. That's what you have to do. Because I don't have everybody, but I have a bunch of people I can message privately.
Crazy. I like the old style better.
Can I message you?
Me too.
Oh, I can't message you, Ohio.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. The old style was better, where you just go in.
So you have to change it though, bud. You have to.
Google's fucked YouTube up so much.
Yeah.
Abby Normal is unsubbing. Keep hitting my live page was sick post, you naughty boy.
All right, you guys. It's 10 minutes to 1. We
No, my wife doesn't know Abby Normal about my black chick fetish.
Ooh.
It's 10 minutes to 1. We're gonna get the hell out of here. Uncle Kyle, I'm sorry I didn't shout you out, and I apologize, my friend. I hope you're doing well.
Good night, all.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming in. Holy cow, AC Outlaw showed up tonight. Lee Ralph showed up. it's good seeing people I haven't seen in a while come in here. Not that I don't appreciate you guys obviously coming in here. You guys know what I'm talking about. Hey, Killdeer, what's going on? You guys are always in here, and I love that. Buddy Light come in. It's good seeing you guys in here, and ladies. All right. It was a lot of fun. I want to thank Tom. I haven't had Tom on here in forever and a week.
Well,
So
now
that's
that they're not
cool.
going to throw me off, I can come back.
Right?
Yeah, and you know what? Go through the chat, look at people, and if you're not sub to them, sub them up.
Yeah, check them out. At least go and check them out. I mean, it's how we keep this going. It's how we meet new people. Really,
Not only that, but if you see somebody that was sub to you, let us know if they're not, because Google could have dropped you and we would never know it.
Right, especially like Gunpowder Beauty. You got to be subscribed to her.
Awesome Gunpowder. So yeah, I mean, so Killdeer Survivals. He's new, right? Not like brand new, but he's new to YouTube. Okay.
I just subbed him up. He's got 174 subs.
Yeah. Do you know what he had like 2 weeks ago? About fucking 30.
30?
Yeah.
That's okay. I'll tell you what, there's been 2 channels that had like 35, 40 subs when I had probably 500 subs, and I subbed them up. And now, you want to know who those 2 channels are that are huge now? One is it's Rogue.
Yeah.
Her channel name has changed a couple times.
Right.
But like Rogue Prepping or something like that.
Yeah, Liberty Rogue. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. She's from Connecticut.
And then the other one? No, I'm talking about, she's down in Texas, I think, man.
All right. Maybe it's the other person. Go ahead.
And then the other one was freaking Hank Strange, dude. He had like 20 subs when I subbed him. And now he's just huge.
You know what's funny? When I went to watch Working Class Woodsman's channel, okay? And he had like 30 subs or something, 35 subs. And I did that giveaway that you won, Ohio. You had to do the thing, but then you had to go and check out his channel. He texts me, he on YouTube, and he says, "I got all these fucking people," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to tell you, I'm going to send people to your channel." But no, that's how it goes. And so my point is to Killdeer, right? So, and the reason why we tell people to go check people out, and because you know what, maybe you'll love the channel and you'll watch and everything. And I mean, that's how I did it. And one of these nights, I'm going to sit with Tom so we can figure out who this kid was. But there was this kid that actually got me to sub to Tom's channel. And I've gone back in my liked videos to see. It's taking me forever, but I can't find who it was. Anywho, my point is that so when you get detached or when you get whatever from certain people like Yupa Digger came in, I've been sub to Yupa Digger forever and a week. It's cool. You don't forget. My point is you don't forget people. And that's the cool thing about YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's a great community.
It is. You're right. You're right, Tom. It really is.
That kid you're talking about is Jacob Johnson. Used to be called the Mighty Dozer.
No.
Well, there was only 3 kids that you were sub to, and I was. It was him, it was Caveman Cody, and a kid by the name of Alaska Frontier. He used to have a chat every Saturday night.
No, this kid was doing stuff out in his backyard. He had a chain link fence around his yard. He had a bush floor condor, and I can't. I have to go back to the things to see. Tommy.
It was your giveaway?
And as soon as I say his name, you'll know who it is. Yeah, black hair.
Jason McDaniel?
No, this is from a long time ago. This is gonna irritate the shit out of me. No, it has been for the longest time because I could never figure out who the kid was.
Hey, K-Bar, Abby Normal says, Ohio, I'm looking for a sugar daddy. Tell K-Bar I'll be at the EBT place waiting for him. 6 kids on my hips.
Works for me.
It works for me.
Anything works for me. I don't give a shit.
All right, you guys, we're gonna get the hell out of here. Thanks a million for coming in. For the silent watchers, thanks a lot, much appreciated. And we'll see you all Friday night. All right, peace. Have a good week.